I'm a law firm marketing director. I help law firms find their best solutions, whatever problem they're trying to solve. And in this particular case, we were trying to optimize Google search and pay-per-click programs. So the problem that this particular firm faced, and I think a problem that a lot of law firms face, is just who to trust. Some firms don't have a big enough operation where they can bring the Google AdWords expertise in-house, because that is an ever-evolving and ever-changing game, and staying on top of the changes and how to optimize is a full-time job. So a lot of law firms don't have the resources to have somebody in-house doing that and then also doing the rest of the marketing mix. So the problem was, how do you find a trustworthy partner who actually delivers results? Because there's a lot of agencies out there that promise a lot of results and don't necessarily deliver. In terms of marketing channels, I'm still a firm believer that you have to have a marketing mix. This particular client, they've done the videos, they've written the books, they've done the speeches, they're active blog posters, they're on social media. All of those things are really important. But in terms of generating leads and actually being able to really track the success of a campaign, PPC has been really, really good for that. Some of the other channels are softer. It's harder to know the analytics. So you might get 400 likes, you might get 3,000 views, but what actually converted, is hard to gauge. Whereas PPC, it's a science. You know exactly how many calls, you know exactly how many conversions, you know exactly how much it costs, and it's a beautiful thing where marketing sort of meets science or meets data, which is what I really like about it. So in terms of the numbers, they've been pretty remarkable. I mean, I found this agency, Empirical 360, just a little over a year ago, after pretty extensive research about who's reliable and who's not. And we had almost immediate results in terms of leads. We still had work to do on the firm's end in terms of how we did intake, because it's so vital. The intake portion of it is vital. But once we got all the pieces running, they were able to API into our CRM. They were able to recommend vendors to put the entire mix together for intake and for the PPC experience, so that we could land these leads and process these leads and nurture these leads. But the results have been amazing. Like in 7 figures. If you combine that with some of our other efforts, the PPC thing is on a run rate for a 7-figure 12 month, but several $100,000 in the door in the first year. So we're pretty pleased. So what do I like about Empirical 360? Well, if you understand the modern marketer's mindset, right? I have 12,000 things going on at once. And I have, especially in legal marketing, when the lawyers have a window to talk to the marketing person, you have to be responsive to them. What I've loved about working with Empirical 360 so far is that they've understood my schedule, they've understood my challenges and demands, they've made my life better. A lot of times when you engage a vendor, they tell you, this is how we do it. Fit in this box. If you don't fit in this box, we can't help you. I found that Empirical 360 is like, how can we help you? What's the best way? From putting on demos for different lawyers, to rescheduling calls at the last minute, which comes up, to really going granular about why something won't work or does work, and then really listening to me when I want to make a change, when I think that maybe we're not going in the right direction. And so it's been kind of a partnership. And that user experience is great, because I know a pretty good amount about this stuff. I can't take the time to always stay on top of it, but I know enough to where I want my input to be taken seriously, and I want, if we don't go the direction I want to go, I want a really good reason why we're not going in that direction, and Empirical 360 has provided that. So I love the give and take. It feels like a partner. It doesn't feel like I'm a program. If I call and say I don't think this is working, I don't get an email that says, well, we've assigned ticket number 3,1222 and Tuesday we'll get back to you, which can frustrate you as a marketer. So that's been a really, really good thing. In one sentence, sort of summing up the experience / results, I wouldn't be doing this video if I wasn't over the top pleased. I don't endorse or compliment people publicly unless they've really knocked it out of the park, made my life easier, made my clients' life better, produced monetary and other tangible results. So that's a long sentence.